Oh, Bobby.
Bobby?
So I got a 10 o'clock flight that gets me at 11. But it's full. It's full, but I get my tickets. They're ready for next week coming back. I'm using that. I go to the gate. I tell them emergency at home, hospital. I show them I got my ticket today. Boom. I am. I got off the plane. My wife picked me up to get to the hospital. Went in. When it was intensive care, I looked at the book. The names of the patients. I didn't see your name there. The woman came out. She says they took me into a special room. Said the doctor will be in and talk to you. I never thought she had died. I thought they were coming in to ask me permission to operate. Yeah. And the woman came in. I didn't even pay attention to it then, but she had a cross on her pocket. Oh. And she said, they brought your mother in last night at so-and-so time, and we stabilized her, but then she gradually deteriorated and she has expired. And they gave me my mom's belongings to take home. It was a Seiko watch, a nightgown, and our house slippers. Huh. I'm leaving the hospital with a paper bag and my mother's belongings. This is what you come into this world, and this is how you leave. Yeah. So I made arrangements to have her at the funeral home, but I wouldn't look at her. Yeah. So Cindy had to go identify her. I have to. Oh, yeah. And Cindy had just given her a permit the night before. Oh. I always wondered if that had complications with her heart, because the breathing of the fumes from and maybe you should have had that. I don't know. But too late now. So we made arrangements to have the next day a showing, and then we're going to bury her. And I had some friends of mine that flew in from Florida. They were on vacation. They drove in from Florida on vacation. And some friends of mine in Indianapolis, they took off work. And I sat in the back row. I didn't, so that was my grandmother. I didn't have a viewing for mother. I buried her the next day. And I had a graveside service. We had no viewing. My grandmother. I had a viewing one day and I sat in the back. I wouldn't sit up front. I never saw my grandmother. And then my mother I never saw either. And we put her in the ground and we all stood there and everybody said what they had to say to themselves. And we went home. I remember my mother told me, she said, I don't want no funeral. I don't want flowers. I don't want anything. She says, what good does it do you, Ray? Nothing. What good does it do me? Nothing. But it makes the florist rich. It makes the funeral director rich. Exactly. And it makes everybody else rich and makes Hallmark rich. She said, it's over. And I said, he'll always be alive in me. Oh, exactly. So, we're just burying your shit. So I go to the cemetery every time I go to Eddie. And I talk to her. My grandma's buried right next door. And it doesn't bother me. I'm not grieving her. I went home. My daughter was 4 months old. I said, Grammy's gone. I said, but she'll always be with us. And every day I talk to my mother. If I trip or something, I say, God damn it, Nellie, quit it. I know she's up to something. And you'll hear something over right? Say, that's Nellie, isn't it? Yeah. And sometimes in your house, don't things happen you can't explain. Happens at everybody's home. We blame it on my mom. And that's how I get through grief and stuff. I just make light of it. I realize there's nothing I can do about it and go on. For me to sit in some funeral home for 3 days and give them $3 or $4 grand, which sounds cheap on my part, but it won't do anything. It just hurts me. It's over. Exactly. Get over it. And it makes some people, well, you people have to make your own decision. Some people feel you should pay respect. But to me, you go in the funeral home, you sit there and cry. Then you walk real slowly to the hearse. Then you drive real slowly to the funeral home, not the cemetery. Then you walk real slowly to the gravesite. Then they say something else. Then they lower it real slowly. Why go through all those steps of grief? Now, the Bobby Heenan be coming off him. He'd be going from a consignment shop for sale. He'd sell shoes. The shoes would be off. The rings, the watches, they'd go around the teeth with a pair of, handy snip, Johnson & Johnson pliers. The glasses would come off. They'd be sold, recycled. Oh, yeah. That person, I guarantee you, would go into the ground the way he came into the earth. Bare ass naked. It's a nice looking suit, Bobby. Where'd you get it? A friend of mine sold it. A friend of mine sold it. Once you sold the backup on it.